Hey everyone, have you ever felt like you're giving it your all, working day in and day out, but something's still holding you back? Like there's this invisible weight keeping you from the success, peace, and abundance you know you deserve. Imagine if the key to breaking free, to truly opening the flow of prosperity and positive energy into your life, was closer than you think. What if I told you that the answer isn't in more work or some drastic change, but in a few small adjustments, right in your own bedroom? Yes, I'm talking about the power of decluttering according to Buddhist wisdom. Today, we're diving deep into 9 surprising items you should remove immediately. Simple things that might be blocking your path to happiness, clarity, and a fresh energy flow. Each step we take will bring you closer to creating a space that's ready to attract all the good things you're meant to have. Stick with me, because these subtle changes can open doors you never even knew were closed. Ready to transform your space and invite abundance? Let's get started. All right, let's get into why clutter really matters on a deeper level. You know, it's easy to think of clutter as just stuff lying around, but in reality, each item in your room holds a certain energy, a kind of vibe that you may not notice on the surface. In Buddhist teachings, there's this powerful idea that physical clutter isn't just about being messy or disorganized. It's about holding on to old, stagnant energy that can tie you to the past, keep you reliving moments that no longer serve you, and even limit your growth. Now, I'll admit, I used to think, clutter? Really? That's what's holding me back? It sounded so simple, almost too good to be true. But when I started looking around my own room, I began noticing that a lot of my things weren't just objects. They were like little anchors, pulling me back into old memories and situations. I found myself holding on to things that reminded me of jobs I no longer had, relationships that ended, even times when I wasn't at my best. And I realized that these items were creating a kind of invisible barrier, keeping me tied to moments and mindsets that I'd already moved on from in other ways. But here's the thing. By keeping these items around, I was allowing that energy to linger. It was subtly influencing my daily life, even though I didn't realize it. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a saying that goes something like this: to welcome in something new, you have to be willing to release the old. And that's what clearing space is all about. It's not just about making your room look cleaner or tidier. It's about freeing up energy, creating a space that's ready to welcome new opportunities and experiences. Every single item you let go of makes room for something fresh, something that better aligns with who you are now and where you want to go. By decluttering, you're giving yourself permission to move forward without anything holding you back. It's a powerful way of saying, I'm ready for what's next. So as we go through these steps together, think about what truly deserves to stay in your life and what may be time to let go. Let's start with something small but surprisingly powerful. The simple items we tend to overlook or forget to replace, like old socks and worn-out underwear. I know, it might sound trivial at first. You're probably thinking, how could something so minor affect my energy or my path to abundance? But here's the truth. Every time you open that drawer and see those frayed, faded pieces, it's like a tiny, unspoken reminder of scarcity, of neglect, and even of holding on to things that have already served their purpose. In Buddhist teachings, there's an idea that everything around us carries energy, even the smallest items. When we keep things that are worn out or past their prime, it subtly impacts how we see ourselves. Each time we settle for these old, tired items, we're unknowingly sending a signal to ourselves and to the universe that we're okay with the old and not yet ready to welcome in the new. It's like saying we're content with things that no longer bring us joy or comfort, and we're just holding on to them for the sake of it. Now imagine this. You open that same drawer, but this time it's filled with only fresh, clean items that make you feel good, comfortable, and confident. Each piece is intentional, something that feels like it deserves a place in your life. How empowering is that? Suddenly, this small change shifts the whole vibe. You're not just keeping old clothes out of habit anymore. you're consciously choosing to surround yourself with things that reflect a mindset of abundance and self-respect. In a way, it's like laying a foundation for abundance, one small step at a time. You're not only removing the physical clutter, but also the mental and emotional clutter that comes with it. This simple act is a message to yourself. I'm ready for freshness, for things that lift me up, and for experiences that align with the best version of myself. So, as we go through this journey together, remember that even the smallest choices, like what stays in your drawers, can set the stage for bigger shifts. When you make space for abundance in small, everyday ways, you create room for it to flow into all areas of your life. Now, let's open up the closet. We all have those pieces that just sit there, taking up space. Clothes we never wear but can't seem to let go of. You know, maybe it's an outfit from a time when things were different, a style we no longer resonate with, or even items that no longer fit. It's interesting to think that these pieces, which we might consider just clutter, can actually represent something much deeper. In Buddhist philosophy, the things we hold on to can become symbols of the past, almost like a silent attachment to an old version of ourselves. Imagine looking at each item and asking, does this truly reflect who I am today, or am I holding on to something I've outgrown? When we hold on to clothes that no longer serve us, we're essentially holding on to past identities, situations, and energies that have already fulfilled their purpose. These clothes might even carry memories that, whether we realize it or not, anchor us to old feelings, making it harder to embrace who we are now or where we want to go. So here's a powerful practice. As you go through your closet, take each item and really look at it. Feel the fabric, look at its color and style, and ask yourself, is this helping me move forward, or is it holding me back? Letting go of what doesn't fit, either physically or emotionally, can be so freeing. You're not just creating space for new clothes, you're making room for new energy, growth, and maybe even a wardrobe that aligns with your truest self. Imagine the transformation of opening your closet and seeing only what truly belongs in your life today. Pieces that reflect your current values, style, and goals. It's more than just cleaning out the closet. It's sending a message to yourself and the universe. I'm ready for what's new. I'm not tied to my past. I'm fully present and open to what's next. This seemingly simple act can create such a positive ripple effect, bringing fresh energy into your space and into your life. Let's talk about books. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of knowledge, and there's something incredibly comforting about having books around us. They're like little worlds of wisdom, each waiting to be explored. But here's the thing. If you've got stacks of books sitting there that you haven't touched in years, they might be holding you back in ways you wouldn't expect. According to Buddhist teachings, every item in our space has an energy, and books, especially unread or forgotten ones, carry a kind of stagnant energy. Think about it. Every time you see those books, it's like a subtle reminder of something unfinished, something left hanging. They can start to feel like silent pressures, quietly whispering, "You haven't gotten to me yet," or "Remember, you still haven't done this." Over time, that energy builds up, creating this background weight in your space and even in your mind. It can be distracting, pulling your attention back to the past instead of freeing it up for new experiences. So, what if we looked at it differently? Instead of thinking, "I'll read it someday," consider whether this book has already served its purpose. If it has, maybe it's time to let it go. By donating or passing it on, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're allowing that book to go on and inspire someone else, perhaps at the perfect moment in their life. Imagine the impact it could have for someone who finds it and connects with the message right when they need it most. And there's something incredibly freeing about seeing a bookshelf that only holds books that you genuinely connect with or that you're actively reading. It's like a reflection of your current mindset, your present journey. You're not weighed down by past aspirations or pressures. You're living fully in the now, with space for new ideas and new adventures. So, as you go through your books, ask yourself, does this still spark something in me? If not, maybe it's time to let it find a new home. By doing this, you're opening yourself to fresh energy and making room for the next phase of your own journey. Let's dive into something personal, our beauty products. We all have those half-used bottles and expired skincare items hiding at the back of our cabinets. You know, the moisturizer you bought last year, the eye cream you forgot about, or that lipstick shade that just didn't quite work out. It's so easy to let them pile up, thinking, I might use it again someday, or I don't want to waste it. But holding on to these items does more than just create clutter. According to Buddhist teachings, everything in our environment carries energy, and these expired or unused products can actually block fresh energy from coming into our lives. When you think about it, beauty products are all about self-care, renewal, and nurturing yourself. But when those products sit unused or expired, they become symbols of neglect, of intentions we never followed through with. They can subtly remind us of times we didn't prioritize ourselves or didn't take the time to care for our well-being. So, every time you open that drawer and see those old products, it's like a little reminder of unfinished business. Imagine how it would feel to open your skincare cabinet and only see products that are fresh, effective, and truly work for you right now. Clearing out those old items becomes an act of self-care in itself. You're saying to yourself, I deserve products that bring out my best self. There's something so uplifting about using products that are fresh and effective. It's like a mini celebration of self-worth every time you reach for them. By letting go of what's expired or unused, you're making a conscious decision to prioritize your well-being. It's a clear signal to yourself and the universe. I'm ready to care for myself at a whole new level. And in Buddhism, it's believed that when you create space, new energy flows in to fill it. So, by removing these outdated items, you're inviting a renewed sense of vitality into your life and making room for new experiences and growth. Let this be a reminder that even the smallest acts, like clearing out a few beauty products, can have a profound impact on how we feel about ourselves and the energy we attract. Let's talk about something we don't often think of as having spiritual significance: our shoes. Believe it or not, the shoes we wear carry more than just our physical weight. They hold symbolic weight too. In Buddhist philosophy, every part of our environment, even the things we wear, influences our energy. Old, worn-out shoes do more than just harm your feet. They can symbolize a sense of lack, a mindset that doesn't support abundance or growth. Think about it. Your shoes are literally the foundation you walk on every day. They support you, ground you, and are with you in every step. When you hold on to shoes that are broken, uncomfortable, or no longer serve you, you're unknowingly telling yourself that you're okay with discomfort or settling for less than you deserve. Worn-out shoes can be a reminder of past journeys or old paths that no longer align with where you're going. Now, imagine the feeling of slipping into a pair of shoes that are comfortable, supportive, and well-made. Shoes that make you feel steady, confident, and ready to face the day. When you start your day on a solid foundation, it's more than just a physical comfort. It's a mental and energetic shift. You're saying, I'm ready to walk forward confidently into whatever comes my way. By investing in shoes that truly serve you, you're creating a small but powerful shift in your mindset. You're choosing to surround yourself with things that reflect abundance, support, and stability. And in Buddhism, this is seen as a way of aligning your inner self with the outer world. When you take care of the details, even something as simple as the shoes you wear, you're setting the stage for abundance to flow into other areas of your life. So, take a moment to look at your shoes. Are they supporting the version of you that you want to be? Or are they reminders of past paths and worn-out journeys? Replacing them with a pair that brings you comfort and confidence is a way of honoring yourself. You're preparing for new journeys, new opportunities, and a life built on a strong foundation, both literally and energetically. Let's take a look at something small, but surprisingly powerful: our accessories. Do you ever find yourself holding onto a single earring, a broken necklace, or a watch that hasn't worked in years? Maybe you keep them because you think, I'll fix it someday, or it has sentimental value. But in reality, these incomplete or broken items can represent more than just a piece of jewelry. In Buddhist teachings, they symbolize unfinished business and the weight of things left undone. Holding on to incomplete accessories may not seem like a big deal, but each piece carries a subtle message. These items can remind us of things that we wanted to finish but didn't, intentions we had but never followed through on. It's as if they hold a small part of our energy in the past, tied to what could have been. And when these little reminders accumulate, they can create an unspoken sense of incompletion and stagnation, even if we don't consciously notice it. Imagine what it would feel like to let these items go, to release the weight of things that no longer serve a purpose. By choosing to clear out broken or mismatched accessories, you're making space for things that reflect wholeness, harmony, and readiness. It's amazing how a tiny change like this can shift your mindset. When you clear out these items, you're not just removing clutter, you're letting go of old attachments and making a conscious choice to embrace the present. Think about it. When you open your jewelry box or look at your accessories, you'll only see items that are complete, purposeful, and ready to wear. There's a sense of clarity and intention that comes from knowing everything you keep is there for a reason, aligned with who you are today. In Buddhism, it's believed that our external environment can mirror our internal state. So, by letting go of things that no longer serve us, we're inviting balance and a fresh flow of energy into our lives. So, go through those little things you've been holding on to. Ask yourself, does this piece still hold meaning, or is it time to let it go? In doing so, you're making space for new, beautiful things to enter your life. Items that symbolize completeness, readiness, and the abundant energy you want to attract. Let's talk about something deeply connected to our sense of well-being, our bedding. It may seem simple, but the quality of our sheets and blankets can have a profound impact on our energy, rest, and even our outlook on life. Imagine lying down at the end of a long day on scratchy, old sheets that no longer bring you comfort. It's like a subtle reminder of neglect, signaling that maybe your comfort and peace aren't a top priority. But in Buddhist teachings, there's a deep understanding that our surroundings affect us energetically, and this includes the space where we rest and recharge. Think of quality bedding as an investment in your own sense of self-worth. Upgrading your sheets and blankets isn't just about making your bed look nice. It's about creating a sanctuary where you can truly rest and restore. When you choose linens that feel soft, luxurious, and comforting, you're making a statement. I deserve to feel comfortable, abundant, and cared for. Every night, as you slip into bed, you're surrounded by an environment that reflects abundance, calm, and self-care. Imagine how it feels to wake up refreshed on sheets that cradle you in comfort, reminding you that your well-being is important. It's like setting a foundation for your day. By choosing bedding that nurtures you, you're signaling to yourself and to life that you're ready to rest deeply and dream big. It's a way of inviting abundance into your life on the most personal level, ensuring you feel supported and renewed each morning. In Buddhist philosophy, it's understood that our external choices can influence our internal state. Something as simple as fresh, quality bedding can have a ripple effect, filling your life with a sense of renewal and prosperity. It's a small change, but it's one that resonates with every part of you. So, if you've been putting off replacing those old sheets, think of it as an act of kindness to yourself, a gentle but powerful reminder that you deserve comfort, care, and an environment that supports your dreams. Make your bed a place of peace and rest, and watch how it transforms not only your sleep, but your entire outlook on life. Let's take a moment to talk about clutter and how it impacts our lives in ways we might not realize. You know, it's easy to brush off clutter as just extra stuff lying around. But according to Buddhist teachings, everything in our space carries energy. And when that space is filled with things that are broken, unused, or outdated, like old gadgets, stacks of paperwork, or items you haven't touched in years, it's as if we're surrounding ourselves with stagnant energy that keeps us tied to the past and blocks new possibilities. Think about it. Every time you see that broken device or pile of old papers, it's a reminder of unfinished tasks, past moments, and things left undone. It's like carrying around little weights that don't let you move forward fully. Keeping these items around is almost like telling yourself that you're okay with the old energy, with being stuck. In Buddhism, it's understood that if we want to welcome in prosperity and growth, we first need to create space for it by letting go of what no longer serves us. Imagine how it would feel to walk into a room that reflects clarity, openness, and potential. A space free from the burden of clutter isn't just visually refreshing, it has a lightness, a sense of calm that invites new possibilities. By taking the time to clear out these old, broken, or unused items, you're not just tidying up, you're making a conscious choice to free yourself from the past and create room for growth, abundance, and peace. So, as you go through your space, look at each item and ask yourself, does this bring value to my life today, or is it holding me back? Letting go of these things isn't just a chore, it's an act of self-care, a way of telling yourself that you deserve a fresh start, new energy, and the freedom to focus on what truly matters. Embrace the feeling of freedom that comes from decluttering. You're clearing the way for prosperity, for new experiences, and for a renewed sense of clarity in your life. Each item you let go of opens up space for something greater to come. Let's talk about something seemingly small, but surprisingly impactful: unused hooks and empty hangers. It might sound trivial, but even these tiny details in our space carry energy. According to Buddhist philosophy, everything around us contributes to the energy flow in our lives. When we have empty hangers or hooks that we never use, they can represent a kind of stagnation, a feeling of potential that's been left unfulfilled. It's like these little objects are holding on to missed opportunities, areas of our lives where growth hasn't been allowed to flow. By taking the simple step of removing these unused hooks or empty hangers, you're doing more than tidying up. You're making a symbolic gesture, clearing space for new possibilities to come into your life. It's a reminder that even the smallest details matter in creating an environment that nurtures abundance and opportunity. Each item we keep or let go of subtly impacts our journey towards the life we envision. By being mindful of what we allow in our surroundings, we align ourselves with a path that invites positive energy and growth. So here we are, friends. These 9 steps are more than just cleaning or organizing. They're about reclaiming your space with intention and setting up an environment that fully supports your success, well-being, and abundance. Take a look around your room today. Choose just one item that no longer serves you and let it go. Feel the difference in your space, in your energy, even in your mindset. Each item you remove is an invitation for something new to arrive. Share with us in the comments about the one item you chose to let go of, or maybe your plans for transforming your space. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insights on creating a life filled with positive energy and abundance. Here's to creating a space that reflects the best version of you, an environment that's open, vibrant, and ready to welcome all the good things coming your way. Stay tuned, and let's keep inviting peace, growth, and prosperity into our lives, one mindful choice at a time.